Welcome to the recital of the Atash Niyaesh and Tandarosti with translation on the auspicious day of Adar Yazad and Adar Yazad. Thank you.
Snow Trauramazau, Nemasate Atash Mazdau, Reudau, Majista Yazatau, Hashem Vahu Vaistamasti, Ustasti, Ustamai, Yadashai, Vaistai, Hashem, Baname Azdan, Auramazda, Kodai, Abazane, Gorze, Koravazay out, Atash Dadga, Adar Farau, Azama Gunau, Patet Pashemanum, Azavashtin, Dushmata, Duzukta, Duzvashtau, Mempa Geti Manid, I am Govt, I am Kard, I am Just, I am Bun Budeshted, Azan Gunam Manashni, Gavashni, Konashni, Tani Ravani, Geti Minani, Akiavax Pashaman, Pashe Gavashni, Papatet Home, Usmoy Uzareshva Aura, Armaiti Tevishim Dasva, Spenishta Menu Mazda, Vangoya Zavada, Ashaze Ervad Mananga Vaseratum Rafedrai Boru Chashane Doshimoya Befrau Takshatra Auraya Vangeu Shashish Manango Fros Penta Armaite Ashadenau Fradakshya Adratam Zatushro Tanvashit Kakya Ustane Dadaiti Pavratatem Manangascha Vangeush Mazdai Shotnya Ashayacha, Ugdakyacha, Soroshem, Shatrim Chow, Snow Trauramsdau, Nemasate Atash Mazdau, Urudau, Mazishta Yazatau, Hashem Bahu Vaistemasti, Ustasti, Ustamai, Yad Ashai, Vaistai Hashem, Hashem Bahu Vaistemasti, Ustasti, Ustamai, Yad Ashai, Vaistai Hashem, Hashem Vahu Vaistamasti, Ustasti, Ustamai, Yad Ashai, Vaistai Hashem. Fravarane Mazdeas no Zartushtrish Videvo Aurat Kesho, Havane Ashone Asheratwe, Yasnaicha, Vamaicha, Snautraicha, Vrasasteicha, Savange Visiaicha, Shone Asheratwe, Yasnaicha, Vamaicha, Snautraicha, Vrasasteicha, Atro Remazdau Putra, Tavatash Putra Remazdau, Atro Remazdau Putra, Karanango Savango Mazdate, Aryanam Karno Mazdatanam, Kavyecha Karanango Mazdate, Atro Remazdau Putra, Kavoy Shaustravange, Varoy Shaustravange, Asnavante Garoish Mazdate, Chechiste Varoish Mazdate, Kavyecha Karnango Mazdate, Atro Remazdau Putra, Revante Garoish Mazdate, Kavyecha Karnango Mazdate, Atro Remazdau Putra, Atash Penta Ratheshtar, Yazada Pauru Karnanga, Yazada Pauru Beshazau, Atro Remazdau Putra, Matvis Babio Atrebio, Shatro Nafedro, Neryo Sange Yazate, Snautra Yasnaicha, Vamaicha, Snautraicha, Vrasasteicha, Yata Huvario Zotam, Frame Mrute, Ataratu Shashachi Dachau, Frashava Vidva Morotu, Yasnimcha, Vamimcha, Hubertimcha, Ustabertimcha, Vantabertimcha, Afri Nami, Tavatash Putra Remazdau, Yasnahi Vamyau, Yasnabiau Vamyau, Manau Mashiakanam, Ustabuyat Amai Nere, Yasetavad Fraizaite, Esmozasto, Baresmozasto, Gauzasto, Havanozasto, Daitya Esmebiau, Daityo Boidibiau, Daityo Pitvibiau, Daityo Pasnebiau, Paranayush Haretrebiau, Dambayush Haretrebiau, Atash Putra Uremazdau, Soche Bue Amyamane, Mat Soche Bue Amyamane, Roche Bue Amyamane, Vakshate Bue Amyamane, Deregim cheat api sarvanim, upasuram frasho keretim, Hada suryao vangyao frasho keretoit, Deyao me atash putra rimazdao, Asu katrem, asu traitim, asu zitim, Pauru katrem, pauru traitim, pauru jitim, Mastim spano svidam, Izvam urneo shikartum, Pasyetam asit mazamtem, Apairiatem nairiam, Pasyetam varetim, Aredro zangam akafniam, Trishum asnam cha shafnam cha, Asito gatum zagaurum, Tutrusham asnam prazentim, Karsho razam vyaknam, Ham rodam vapam, Azo bujim aviram, Yame fradiat, Manim cha, Visim cha, Zantum cha, Dakyum cha, Dangusastim cha, Dayao me atash putra rimazdao, Yame angad afrasangao, Nudem cha yavechtaite, Vaistem ahumashonam, Rochangem vispo katrem, Zezebye mizdebangao cha, Sravai urune cha, Darege avange, Vispebio sastim barati atash mazdao aure, Yebio Hashem hame bachayte, Kshaflim cha, Suidim cha, Vispebio cha izaite, Huberatim cha, Ustaberatim cha, Vantaberatim cha, Spitama. Vispanam paracharentam, Atash Dastur, Shima kashe barati, Fracharetva aramashayde, Atrims bentem yazamaide, Takmem antem rateshtarem, Agezishem barati, Esmem vasha beretem, Beresmem vasha frastaretem, Urvaram vadanepatam, Ahe pascheta frineti, Atash mazda aure, Kshnudod vistod gangum, Upatva akshoit gevushvatva, Upaviranam parutash, Upatva verzvate chamano, Verzvati cha akshoit anguya, Urvak shanguya gaye jigesha, Tau sapno yao zavahi, Imatatra frivanem, Yom esmem bareti, Ikos, Rochash Pairishta, Ashay Bereze Yos Datang. Auras Zakuraya Wazuni Mardum Sardegan, Hama Sardegan, Hama Besta Behan, Om Bedin Mazdiasnan, Agay Avastani, Neki Rasanad Edun Bad. Yata Huvedio, Ataratu Sashachi Dachao, Vange Ush Dasdamaningo, Shautenanam Angeush Mazdai. Kshatrem cha ahurai aim darekobio dadatvastarem Yatha uvedyo atharatu shashachi dachao Vangeush tasdamningo shautananam vangeush mazdai Kshatrem cha ahurai aim darekobio dadatvastarem Yasnim cha vamim cha odas cha zavare cha frinami Atro auremazdau putrao Tavatash putrao remazdau Atro rimazdau putrao, Karanango savango mazdate, Aryanam karano mazdatanam, Kavyecha karanango mazdate, Atro rimazdau putrao, Kavoish savange, Varoish savange, Astavante garoish mazdate, Chechiste varoish mazdate, Kavyecha karanango mazdate, Atro rimazdau putrao, Revante garoish mazdate, Kavecha karnango mazdate, Atro rimazdau putra, Atash benta rateshtar, Yazada pauru karnanga, Yazada pauru beshazau, Atro rimazdau putra, Madvis pebio atrebio, Shatro nafedro nario sange yazate, Hashem vahu vaistem asti, ustasti ustamai, Yadashai vaistai Hashem, Hashem vahu vaistem asti, ustasti ustamai, Yadashai vaistai Hashem, Hashem vahu vaistem asti, ustasti ustamai, Yadashai vaistai Hashem, Atto yatrem orva ozangvantem, Asha usemahi, Asistem emavantem, Stodapentem chitravangem, Atmazda devishente, Zastaista derista enegem, Hashem vahu vaistam asti, ustasti ustamai, Yadashai vaistai Hashem. Amayascha karanascha, Amai tanuo dravatatem, Amai tanuo vazdavare, Amai tanuo veretrem, Amai ishtim paurush khatram, Amai asnam chit farzantim, Hammai Daregam Darego Jitim, Hammai Vaistem Ahumashonam, Rochangem Vispo Katrem, Ata Jamyad Yata Frinami, Ashem Bahu Vaistem Asti, Ustasti, Ustamai, Yadashai Vaistai Ashem, Hazangarem Beshezanam, Bevare Beshezanam, Hazangarem Beshezanam, Bevare Beshezanam, Hazangarem Beshezanam, Bevare Beshezanam, Ashem Bahu Vaistem Asti, Ustasti, Ustamai, Yadashai Vaistai Ashem, Jasame Avange Mazda, Jasame Avange Mazda, Jasame Avange Mazda, Ame Utaste Urode, Veretragane Ahoradate, Vanantyauscha Upar Tato, Ramno Kasre Vayosha Parokele, Tadato Anyashtama, Etatavayo Yatra Asti, Spento Mainium, Tavashe Kadate, Zarvane Akarne, Zarvane Darego Kadate, Ashem Bahu Vaistem Asti, Usta Asti, Ustamai, Yadashai Vaistai Ashem, Kerfe Maz Guna Guzarash Nera Kunam, Ashairavan Lusharamra, Ham Kerfe Hamavyane, Hafta Keshwar, Zamin Bana, Rudarana, Korshed Bala, Bundehat Beresaud, Asho Bederji, Ata Jamyad Yata Afrinami, Ashem Bahu Vaistem Asti, Usta Asti, Ustamai, Yadashai Vaistai Ashem. Roz Neknam, Roz Paknam, Roz Mubarak, Adar Yazad, Mai Mubarak, Adar Yazad, Gaye Havan, Namaz Dara Daman, Kshnautra Remazdau, Nemasate Atash Mazdau, Aurevudau, Mazista Yazatau, Ashem Bahu Vaistem Asti, Usta Asti, Ustamai, Yadashai Vaistai Ashem, Gorze Kora Varze out, Atash Dadga Adar Frau, Adaran Shah Pirozgar, Adar Gosas, Adar Khordar, Adar Bujin Mehr, Avar Adaran, O Atashan, Kepai Dara Neste Ested, Gorze Kora Varze out, Minor Kardo, Amavan Pirozgar, Amavandi Pirozgari, Dad Dinebe Mazdi Esnan, Agai Rabai Gofran Ganibaut, Hafta Keshwar Zamin Edun Baut, Manano Ava Shudan, Manano Ava Shudan, Manano Ava Shudan, Ashone Ashem Bahu, Vaistem Asti, Usta Asti, Ustamai, Yadashai, Vaistai Ashem, Dadaregyan Dine Mazdi Esni, Dade Zartushti, Nemasate Asham Saviste, Advishara Naite, Ashone Ashem Bahu, Vaistem Asti, Usta Asti, Ustamai, Yadashai, Vaistai Ashem, Nemo Ruaye Bangoy Mazdate, Ashone Hashem Bahu Vaistam Asti, Usta Asti, Ustamai, Yadashai Vaistai Hashem, Shnau Trau Remazdau, Nemasate Atash Mazdau, Aure Udau Mazista Yazatau, Hashem Bahu Vaistam Asti, Usta Asti, Ustamai, Yadashai Vaistai Hashem. Baname Yazade, Bakshayande, Bakshayasgare Mehraban, Yata Ahuvadio, Ataratu, Shashachi, Tachau, Wange Ush, Dastamingo, Shaute Nanam, Ange Ush Mazdai, Shatrim Cha, Ahurai, Aim, Dregopio, Dadat Vastarem, Yata Ahuvadio, Ataratu, Shashachi, Tachau, Wange Ush, Dastamingo, Shaute Nanam, Ange Ush Mazdai, Shatrim Cha, Aurai, Aim, Direkopio, Dadat Vastarem, Tandarosti, Derzivashni, Avayad, Korangad Shaidar, Yazdane Minuan, Yazdane Getian, Hafta Meshas Pandan, Miasta Roshan, Ame Beresaud, In Doya Baud, In Koya Baud, Hame Andar Cassandra, Zartushta Din Shad Baud, Edun Baud, Yabarin Koda, Koda Vande Alam Rao, Hame Anjuman Rao, Ba Farzandan, Hazar Sal, De Bedar, Shad Bedar, Tandarosta Bedar, Edun Bedar, Barsare Arzaniam, Salare Bishyar, Vakarnai Bishuma, Bakiva Payandadar, Hazan Hazar Afrin Bad, Sal Kojaste Bad, Rose Farokh Bad, Ma Mubarak Bad, Chandin Sal, Chandin Rose, Chandin Ma, Beshar Sal, Arzani Dar, Yajashne, Vanyashne, Varadi Vazor Barashne, Ashaydar, Avare Amakaro Kefeha, Tandarosti Bad, Neki Bad, Kuk Bad, Edun Bad, Edun Taras Bad, Payazdan, Vameshas Bandan Kame Bad, Ashim Bahu, Vaistem Asti, Ushta Asti, Ushta Amai, Yad Ashai, Vaistai Ashem. Welcome to Discover Zoroastrianism, a podcast series presented by NAMC Institute of Zoroastrian Studies. This NAMC IZS podcast on the month of Adar is prepared and narrated by Brigadier Ervad Behram Pantaki of Zoroastrian Association of Metropolitan Washington Incorporated, also known as ZAMWI.
In the Zoroastrian calendar, Adar is the 9th day of each month and the 9th month of the year. Adar Yazad is one of the Hamkars, that is helpers of Ardibesh Amishaspand, the others being Sarosh Yazad and Behram Yazad. Adar Roj and Adar Ma is an auspicious day for the Zoroastrians because on this day, Zoroastrians celebrate the creation of fire, Aura Mazda's greatest gift. If not a hearth fire, at least a devo or a tea light should be lit in Zoroastrian homes on this day. Parsis also call Adar Roj and Adar Ma Atash Nu Parab. The day before this Parab is celebrated as the birthday of the earth, where the hearth is specially decorated and is colloquially called Chulanu Varas. Adar Roj and Adar Ma is also marked with the anniversary celebrations of several fire temples established on that day, including the Iran Shah Atas Behram at Udwada. Also, on this day, Zoroastrians visit Adarans, Darbe Mehrs, and Atash Behrams to offer prayers and seek his blessings. Adar is the divinity that presides over fire. Fire is a source of light, and light represents wisdom. Hence, fire is the most important symbol of Zoroastrian faith, representing light, warmth, wisdom, knowledge, and the illumined mind. As such, fire is Aura Mazda's representative in most of Zoroastrian's inner and outer religious services. In ancient times, when there were no temples, no religious imagery, and no books on the tenets of the faith, light served as the focus of our religious practices. For instance, carrying a fire into a dark place dispels darkness, giving us the metaphor of the light of wisdom, banishing the darkness of ignorance. From wisdom are derived the principles of justice and order. The temporal fire was also the symbol of the cosmic fire of creation, which continues to pervade every element of creation. Thus, light and fire were also essential elements for sustaining life. Zoroastrian prayers Yasna lists fire in all elements in the universe. Fire Berezo Savang blazes before the Supreme Lord. Fire Vo Freyan in animals and humans. Fire Urvazishta in vegetation. Fire Vazishta is of lightning, and fire Spenishta is earthly fire. Fire is also the medium through which a devotee yearns to have a glimpse of the Supreme God. The temporal fire represents the spiritual flame within us and the ethical values of Asha, that is, order and beneficence. It also represents honesty, fairness, and justice. Inasmuch as the spiritual fire is to be fed the fuel of good thoughts and a life led according to the principles of Asha, the temporal fire is fed pure fuels so that it too may burn with vigor and brightness. Further, as the spiritual fire will be diminished with bad or negative thoughts, the temporal fire is kept free from anything that will sully the flame. Unlike other Niyaeshes, Atash Niyaesh litany dedicated to fire can be recited 24 hours of the day. This uniqueness defines the nature of fire as the universal, omnipresent divine energy in the entire creation. It is enjoined in the Persian Riwayats to recite this Niyaesh especially on 5 days of every month on Roj Hormuz, Ardibesh, Adar, Sarosh, and Behram. Observant Zoroastrians choose to recite this Niyaesh every day. In this litany, the adherents are instructed that the wood offered to the holy fire should be dry and free of any insects to reduce harm to the air and to any living beings, and to refrain from polluting fire by not burning harmful pollutants that could pollute the air and harm its surroundings. Fire is revered as a visible symbol of the inner light, the spark that dwells in every human being, the inner flame that burns within each of us. We need to keep the spark ignited and keep the fire blazing. In physical sense, it means to remain active, industrious, and progressive. Zoroastrians are mistakenly believed to be fire worshippers. Though fire is venerated as a great purifying agent and as a symbol of Ahura Mazda's power, it is in no way worshipped or thought to be Ahura Mazda himself. Throughout the Zoroastrian scriptures, the solemn injunction has been laid to worship Ahura Mazda and him alone. Zarathustra, in his Gatha, speaks of fire as a bright and powerful creation of Ahura Mazda. Yet, nowhere does he enjoin the worship of fire. On the contrary, in Gatha Ustavad, Yasna Ha 43.9, he emphatically enjoins the worship of Ahura Mazda alone. He says, "Let to thy fire be offered the salutation of holiness." Firdausi, the famous Iranian poet, bears testimony on this aspect and repeals the charge of fire worship often hurled against the Zoroastrians when he says, "Nagui ke atas parasta budand, parastande pauk yazdao budand." Do not say that they were fire worshippers, for they were worshippers of God the Holy. Considering the importance of fire in Zoroastrianism, Zoroastrians are required to pay special attention to responsible use of fire and any other form of energy and refrain from polluting the environment. So friends, answers to our environmental problems are embedded in Zoroastrian scriptures, customs, and practices. Let the world explore them, practice them, and benefit from them. Thank you for listening, and may Ahura Mazda bless us all.